Is this you? You're fighting the boss one-on-one. He's at 1 life bar left. You have 30 seconds left on the clock, and you're about to defeat him? Or is this you? You're fighting the boss. He's down to 1 life bar left. He's getting quickly drained down below half. You dodge his abilities, use a triple ping, call in your QTE support, and this happens? Yep, that's me. I've been there so many times, and it's just frustrating every single time it happens. We all want that reward at the end where you can claim the black cards and the 5-star memory from Aife. And you also want that 6-star memory from Darwin. Everybody wants that. That's the main prize that we all want. Well, you know, you're going to have to work for it if you want to claim this prize. I had to work really hard for this one. In today's video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that worked for me in order to clear Aife's Memory Rescue stage. Stage is incredibly difficult. You need patience, you need some luck, you need battle power, and you also need to improve your playstyle in order to clear this. But I'm going to be focusing on specifically on how I cleared it with the Lightning team. I know you may not have the same team as I do, so if you want to skip ahead, click that timestamp below where I head straight into the fight and break down the fight. So maybe those tips will help you if you don't have the same exact team setup. Alright, so let's cover my team specifically itself. So I did mention that I'm using a Lightning team. For the members that I'm using A rank Lucia Dawn, I'm using A rank Liv, and then I'm using B rank Nanami Storm. So basically, Nanami, she only has memory that are level 1 equipped to her. However, the ones that I equipped is a 2-piece Voltaire set, which the 2-piece bonus gives you target reduction defense by 10%, which I think that's pretty useful. For Gloria, it reduces their elemental resistance by 6%, which I think is pretty useful, especially if you're running a lightning set. And then I'm also using Ike, so I kind of just slotted this in. I didn't know if it was going to be the best, but it's the best pieces that I've had on hand. And then she also has her weapon equipped, which you can get from the missions, which is Lightning Spark. It's only level 9. And as you see, Nanami Storm is only level 38, so she's not invested into. For Liv, she has her weapon, which is the 5-star weapon, level 25, and like Nanami, all level 1 memory. So she's using a 4-piece Aife set, and then it's really useful, especially with this set, is to enter the matrix a second time with a 3-ping. So I've done this multiple times throughout the fight. I find that this is very helpful. And the other piece that I'm using is Samantha, which increases the heal effect, which is pretty nice as well. And for Lucia, let's go back to her. The memory that I'm using, definitely it's upgraded. So I'm using a 1-piece Darwin set that's a 6-star, which has pretty nice stats. 1-piece Darwin as well, that's not upgraded all the way. I have 2-piece Ike here, and then I have 2-piece Voltaire. If you notice, my Darwin and my Ike aren't upgraded. I did that on purpose because I knew Alpha was coming right around the corner, so I didn't want to spend too many resources on 5-star memories, especially since at my point, I'm just farming the memory stages and co-op. So this is what I'm doing currently, and I didn't want to invest too much into 5 stars, especially when I'm going to get 6-star memories down the line. So my weapon is a 5-star weapon. It's upgraded to level 40, it's overclocked, and if I go to my train, my character is promoted Task Force rank 3, and my skills for Lucia Dawn is upgraded all the way. So I tried to squeeze out as much damage as I possibly could, except for these 2 memories. And I didn't want to invest further into these weapons because I knew there's also 6-star weapons, and you don't want to invest too much of your resources early on. You kind of just want to min-max just in order to get by. So the reason why my Lucia Dawn has such a high battle power is because originally I tried to clear the stage about a week ago at a lower battle power. I wasn't able to do it at 2600, I tried it at 2700, 2800, and then 2900 I wasn't able to do it, and it was really making me mad. And I was tempted to overclock my weapon one more time to level 45, but I decided not to. And I kind of realized that when I was watching other videos of other people completing the stage, they were using other characters. So the characters that most people are able to clear the stage with ease or with lower battle power is like Lee and Karenina. And I'm using Lucia Dawn, and I didn't see too many people using her, so I had quite some trouble because as I continued to get stronger, I noticed that I was able to kill the sniper with ease. However, I still was not able to clear the stage because I didn't have enough time in order to kill the Lancer. As I continued to get stronger, I was able to finally clear the stage with a battle power of 3000. You might be able to clear it with 2900 with the same setup, but the timing is going to be really tight. It really depends on your setup for the stage and how much DPS you can put down, and you may get unlucky if you just get killed, but for the most part, this is what I cleared the stage with this battle power. But let's go move on to the next part, which is the fight itself. So this clip is specifically reduced down to 50% speed because if I had it at 100% speed, it would go way too fast and there's too many things going on and it's hard to explain. But if you already tried out the stage, you already know that you're going to fight a sniper on the left and a lancer on the right. So I tend to go for the sniper first because I find that he has less HP, it's harder to see his attacks, and he's much easier to kill. For the lancer, if I was attacking him first, I tend to lose more often than not. So I try to attack the sniper on the left and try to enter the matrix mode right away. He usually either shoots you or there's going to be a mine on the ground that you can dodge, and if I don't get this 3 ping, I tend to restart the stage. But I essentially attack a little bit and I'll switch to Liv. I always switch to Liv and then to Nanami in that order. And with Liv, she has a 4-piece Aife set, so she can enter the matrix twice. So with her attacks, I try to use the yellow orb to get them locked, and then I try to use the blue orb to maximize the damage. The blue orb has a small lightning field, and it's really important that you do it in that order in order to try to ensure you do as much damage as you can. Then I switch to Nanami and I try to enter her matrix form and save 1 blue orb, because that blue orb, if it's a 3 ping, it'll do an extra defense reduction. 1 blue ping is a slight defense reduction, but a 2 and a 3 increases it. And once you get that defense reduction in, we're going to switch back to Lucia, enter her ultimate form, and if you notice that bar on the bottom, you're going to want to keep attacking the sniper until you run out of juice essentially. And you definitely have to be careful. Remember, there's a dangerous lancer lurking in the background trying to destroy you. 9 times out of 10, he'll pop up in your blind spot and try to defeat you. He's super annoying, but you just gotta deal with it. As you continue to attack the sniper, we're gonna go through the rotation again, so we're gonna switch back to Liv, and we're going to use her abilities, preferably if you can get a yellow orb and then a blue orb, and then that way you ensure damage. Then we'll use her ultimate ability in this case, and then you'll switch to Nanami and try to go for the defense reduction. So before using Nanami's blue orb attack, I try to wait until Lucia's almost ready in order to switch my characters. If I do it too early, I kind of feel like I'm wasting that blue orb debuff. So right now we're back with Lucia Dawn, and then we're going to switch to our ultimate form, and we're basically trying to attack the mob once again until you run out of juice. So this is going to be super important that you keep an eye on the lancer, and what I find easier to do is that if I turn my screen around, it's easier to keep track of the lancer. If I'm not turning my screen and I'm just following the sniper, 9 times out of 10 I'll probably get hit by an AoE hit from the lancer and just die. So I recommend that you definitely turn your camera. And what's also helpful by you turning your camera is that with you turning your camera, you'll most likely just keep attacking the same target. I find that if I don't turn the camera, sometimes the targeting will be kind of weird and I'll switch back and forth between 2 different enemies, and it really sucks when you waste your good abilities on the wrong target. So if you're attacked by the mob, in this case I was attacked with Lucia, you can sometimes switch your characters right away in order to escape that damage and essentially save them. And also when you switch characters, you get a refresh on your dodges. So try to abuse that as much as you can. Alright, so you're going to DPS down the sniper as much as you can with that cycle, and once you defeat the sniper, things get a little bit easier. However, you're still not out of the woods yet. But for the most part, DPS him as much as you can, and you'll want to switch to Lucia even though, you know, Nanami is dead and I'll switch to her forcefully. You're going to want to DPS the boss as much as you can here. And there's one attack that's super dangerous, which is coming up here. And basically if you're attacking him from behind and if you don't dodge, you will get hit from behind and he'll one-shot your character. So I'm going to enter my ultimate form here and attack him as much as I can. His shield's about to break, and you're just going to want to dish out the damage and DPS him as much as you can here. This is your chance. Do as much damage as you can. So right here is where things get a little bit tricky. So as you're DPSing him down, you notice that the timer is running out. However, this message will appear. So sometimes when this message appears, it'll block your view. So you want to make sure you're paying attention to the boss's animation. So make sure with this attack again, don't attack him from behind unless you're ready to dodge, because it will one-shot you. But you know, just DPS him down and avoid his attack. So I have about a minute left. I'll definitely should be able to clear the stage with this much time. So you want to DPS him down and try to enter your lightning form as much as you can. So you just want to keep DPSing him. It's a race against the clock here at this point. So as he jumps away, you can dash towards him, or you can save your blue orb, and once he lands, you can use that blue orb to pull him back towards you in order to save some time. So just keep focusing on trying to take him down. It's going to be a race against the clock. It's going to be tough. And with 30 something seconds, I'm feeling pretty confident about myself. But don't let that confidence get to your head, because when you feel comfortable and you feel like you're about to clear the stage, you know, he might take it all away from you and just one-shot you and ruin the run. So, you know, be on your toes. Alright, so we're back into our ultimate form. We're going to keep attacking him. Time is running out, and you know, you have to stay focused, pay attention, don't lose your cool, and just keep attacking him and play your A game. So the time is running out for me in this instance. I'm definitely feeling pressured here, and he does a two-prong attack. I managed to get the dodge in time, and in order to close the gap, I used that blue orb to pull him back with Lucia Dawn. Dodges the next attack, and we're going to keep DPSing him against the clock. And luckily for me, I was able to clear this stage finally. The weight has finally been lifted off my shoulders. This stage was so hard. I practiced the run so many times, and finally I was able to do it, and I'm super stoked about it. It's definitely hard, and I don't regret clearing the stage and spending a lot of time on it, because it made me a better player overall, because I needed to learn how to dodge, swap my QTE supports, use abilities at appropriate times, and it basically changed my entire playstyle. So I kind of appreciate the fact that this stage was difficult. With enough practice, you should be able to do it as well. It's going to be tough, but hopefully you are able to clear it. What's coming up next is going to be the clip ran at normal speed instead of the slowed down version. And that's pretty much it for me. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time in another video for Punishing Grey Raven.
You 戦闘終了。お次の戦闘は何ですか？